Final topic, basically, GameStop had announced layoffs at the beginning of the week, and it turned out that it was mostly corporate layoffs, and I think it was 3 layoffs at Game Informer, which I got to be completely honest. I thought Game Informer had a skeleton crew already, and the fact that they got rid of 3 people, I'm surprised that Game Informer is still around. But anyway, yeah. So GameStop announced layoffs, and what made this really puzzling was after they announced the layoffs, they rolled out their new NFT marketplace at GameStop. So they're going all in on NFTs, it looks like, as a potential money-making opportunity for the company. Okay, Zero, got comments for the layoffs from GameStop?
Yeah, I'm with you on the whole Game Informer thing. I had not realized that they were operating on a literal skeleton crew because I know every time I go in just for like a game or two that's way under market price, I usually get the upsell from the GameStop rep of, hey, just go become a pro member. You get all these perks and benefits, and just there's also the benefit of you get the free Game Informer magazine to keep yourself in the know about all the cool video game news and everything.
Yeah.
So that was something that I had always been used to, and I was just like, okay, sounds like that's still a thing. So just I guess that's doing okay.
Yeah.
And then of course, you said, oh yeah, by the way, did you know they have a crew of 6 people? I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah. I heard that somewhere, so I'm not entirely sure that's true. But I know for a fact, I know that they essentially are running on a low crew for that magazine, which if you've had the magazine come to your door recently, you'll see how very little there. Like, I think it's like a 60-page, 70-page magazine, and half of it's ads. So it's really, yeah, I was really surprised with like the amount of people that work there. But again, I'm also completely surprised that it's still running at this point. I really wonder why GameStop, when they're clearly trying to get out of the video games business to a certain extent. I really wonder why they're keeping Game Informer at this point. Not that I want people to lose their jobs. I would hate that. But at this point as a business, I would look at Game Informer and go, I don't understand why we're keeping this. Why? Maybe we should think about either selling it off or essentially shutting it down, and maybe integrate Game Informer into GameStop, like as like have them write blurbs about a game and what it does or whatever. I just don't understand why they're keeping it.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange, but I mean, there's no real clear rhyme, reason, or logic with how GameStop is being run. Especially, I know Reggie was on hand to sort of try to get the brand to repair itself and sort of come with a more focused strategy and everything. And then, of course, he ended up just saying, "Yeah, you guys don't really want my advice, so I'm out of here."
Yeah.
And it's just kind of one of those things. It just makes you wonder, just what are they doing? Because not to get on an NFT tangent or anything, but NFTs are not in a great place right now, especially with a lot of them just sort of nosediving.
Yeah, recently didn't NFTs essentially lose 40% of its value in the past month or so, I think. I'm not entirely sure what the exact number is, but they crashed pretty hard in the past in the past month or so.
Yeah, they're definitely not in a good place, but yeah, for them to make a big deal about just, hey, we're doing the NFT thing, and I think on opening day they barely made $40,000. It just makes you question just the logic of going this hard into it and not really getting a guaranteed return from what it feels like.
I'm really wondering what they're doing with this. Like, there's a part of me that just wants to say, okay, give it a chance. Maybe there's something I'm not getting. Maybe there's something there that I don't have the mind to compute. But every time I think of NFTs, I just think scam. I can't help it. I just look at everything around it and surrounding it, and just think scam each and every time. Like I don't know, man. Again, want to give the benefit of the doubt, but there's nothing in this that I look at and go, oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, I understand now. Like, no, every time I read up on all this, I'm just like, shit, man, what are you doing? Like, what exactly? Like, yeah, what exactly are you doing here, and how is this going to help your business? So and some NFT bro is gonna be on here and like, yo, man, it's the new craze. I'm like, yeah, dude, that doesn't tell me anything. So I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, and part of me almost wonders if Reggie may have told them, hey, maybe do the NFT thing under a sub brand. Don't taint the GameStop brand, because that still potentially has value if you pivot it carefully, that you guys aren't just a retail store. Because I know at one point they were thinking of doing like a LAN cafe sort of thing, where you could basically just kind of go in, pay time to play on like a completely tricked out gaming machine, and bring consoles, and they would have like local tournaments. They would work with potentially tournament organizations like the Capcom Pro Tour to sponsor locals or something. But at least that's the feeling that I get with some of the discussion on how Reggie was trying to advise the GameStop leadership and everything. But we'll never know, since all that stuff is under NDAs.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's basically all it's going to be at this point. Is we'll have to see what happens, and then yeah. It's sad that a lot of people went. I think people were glad that the lowest, not the low. What I mean by lowest is the lowest paying employees, the people who work in GameStops. I think I was glad to hear that not a lot of them that got fired, so that's good. But man, I know people personally who still work for GameStop, and I sometimes ask them, like, how are you doing? Like, you guys feel okay with how things are going right now? Because I'm looking at the outside looking in, and I'm like, this isn't great. So, yeah, I don't know. Anything more to add?
I think if anything, I just plain feel sorry for all the retail employees caught in the crossfire of this whole thing, because it's not a great situation knowing that your job's being hung over your head, all because just leadership is sort of floundering about, not really knowing what the fuck to do.
Yeah, it's terrible. I don't know what else to say about this. I mean, this has, unless we're missing something, this has the potential to be a disaster. And if this doesn't work out in, like, say, 9 months' time, I can see GameStop saying, "Oh, we're getting rid of the NFTs, and let's lay off 20% of the workforce and close about 10% more of the stores because this didn't work." Like, that's what I'm really afraid of. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because if this whole NFT thing blows up in their face, that's absolutely what's going to happen. It's just going to be, oh yeah, so we tried the NFT thing and it didn't work. So, all right, let's start the layoff cycle and start laying off people. And sucks for anyone who is hoping for better, but not much we can do. So, suck it up, guys.
Yep, that's essentially what's going to happen. And I mean, yeah, look, I am hoping it works out for the people who work there, but man, that's going to be tough when that happens.